In the news tonight, presidential guard injured, attacker hospitalized following State House incident.
I've had customers who were sitting directly where the bullets were fired. If these guys did not use their initiative and get up and run for cover, somebody could have seriously been injured here today. And
CMD Mayor Ubrajan Ryan and opposition member of Parliament Sherrod Duncan were granted their pre-trial liberties this morning when they appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court to answer to 3 charges.
That I will continue to fight for the people of this city and at large my country.
A presidential guard was injured this morning at State House after he was attacked by a man who went to the location asking to see the president. The incident occurred at the Carmichael Street entrance. According to a report from the police, the man drew a knife from the waist of his pants and stabbed one of the male police ranks on duty 5 times to his neck and about his body. The rank, who was part of the security detail at the official residence of the president, was also relieved of his service weapon by the suspect. There was an exchange of gunfire between the presidential guards and the suspect as he attempted to flee. Patrons in a nearby cafe were forced to seek cover after bullets shattered the window. One warhead was seen on the floor of the cafe. The owner of the cafe and several patrons recounted the terrifying ordeal.
As a business owner, I've had customers who were sitting directly where the bullets were fired. If these guys did not use their initiative and get up and run for cover, somebody could have seriously been injured here today.
So shots were fired?
Yes. If you look to the glass door, there's 3 shots. There's 3 holes where a bullet passed through. Not sure where it came from, who fired it. All we knew is I was dealing with a customer and I heard a loud noise. And I asked, what was that? And the customer said, you know, the guys are cleaning up outside. And then I said, no, that sounds unfamiliar. Then we heard a second one. And by then I ran to get my phone because I thought this is not normal. However, another customer ran in and asked them, y'all go for cover, go for cover. By then, we didn't even know what was happening.
Basically, this morning, I came down to the hospital to see the doctor. We normally come early and, wait, because the doctor comes till around 11 and so. So we decided to come out, come over to the cafeteria and sit down a bit. And then all of a sudden, we started hearing gunshots firing from the President's Guard area. And then we decided to, after we heard, we decided to go and go for cover into the washroom. Then when we came out back, so we see a lot of bullet holes and so in the glass, so a bit shaken up and stuff. So that's basically it.
Within minutes, the police were able to apprehend the suspect and cordon off the area. Members of the SWAT team, the police commissioner, the crime chief, and other senior police officers and heads of various security agencies rushed down to State House. The president was at home at the time of the incident. A 9mm pistol and 7 9mm spent shells were retrieved. Both the suspect and the police rank were rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital for medical attention. The police have since identified the suspect as a Nigerian national, Bethel Chenzi. At this point, it's unclear as to the motive for the shooting. It is also reported that the man works with a private security firm. Both the policeman's and the suspect's conditions are listed as serious. Investigations are ongoing. Meanwhile, President Afanali visited the injured policeman at the hospital this morning. He also offered words of comfort to his family, who rushed down to the hospital after receiving the news. And the opposition APN UAFC condemned in the strongest possible terms a resort to violence in any circumstances.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright Have me clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash it soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash it soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash it soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
City Mayor Ubrajna Ryan and Opposition Member of Parliament Sherrod Duncan were granted their pre-trial liberty this morning when they appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court to answer to 3 charges. They were also barred from making any comments on the issue to which the charges pertain. The 2 were released on $200,000 bail each. They were jointly charged with using a computer system to attempt to excite ethnic divisions on the grounds of race, contrary to Section 18.2 of the Cybercrime Act No. 16 of 2018, and attempting to excite hostility or ill will on the ground of race, contrary to Section 21A of the Racial Hostility Act, Chapter 2301. They were, however, released on self-bail over at the traffic court, where a charge of obstructing of traffic was read to them. Following the conclusion of the day's proceedings at the court, City Mayor Ubrajna Ryan, upon leaving the court, said democracy is dead in Guyana.
Democracy is dead in our country. I've been silenced by all this action that is happening. I wish to state that I will continue to fight for the people of this city and at large my country. We all have to stand up for democracy. We all have freedom of speech.
Correct.
And we must stand together to fight for the return of democracy in our country.
Thank you. Correct.
As mayor, I will continue to serve you, the people of this city.
Senior Counsel and Opposition Shadow Legal Affairs Minister Roysdale Ford said the charges are an attempt to shut down the opposition. Ford said he found it strange that the court issued a gag order on the 2.
Today, my colleagues, Sherrod Duncan and the worshipful mayor were brought to the courts by the government of Guyana to charge them under the Cybercrime Act, to charge them under the Motor Vehicles Act, to charge them under the Racial Hostilities Act, with the allegations that they made statements to excite racial hostilities and ethnic divisions in this country. The public is well aware that there was no such statements made by them on the night in question. These charges are part of a process by the government to shut us down and to shut the opposition down. The court today, in an unprecedented move, made orders seeking to gag the mayor, to gag MP Duncan from speaking about this matter. Also, they wanted in the orders to effect a gag order on their agents and servants. But this is a democracy and no one agents and servants in this country. Everyone has a right to speak and a freedom of speech. The PPP must explain and the government must explain why the Minister of Home Affairs had reason to come to the magistrates' court a few minutes before this matter was called today.
The senior counsel said both the mayor and Duncan should have been released on their own recognizance for all the charges.
You have a current president who was charged with 19 fraud charges and he was let go on his own recognizance.
The 2 will return to court on January 20th next year. The 2 were arrested on Wednesday at City Hall following the mayor's question as to whether the president was attempting to turn the country into a Muslim state. The mayor, at the time, had joined the Newmarket Street vendors in protest the decision of the Ministry of Public Works to remove them from operating outside of the Georgetown Public Hospital. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.